Problem 1. A glass rod has a charge of this one, deficit. From quantization of charge, Q is equal to plus or minus Ng. The total charge on this one is 10 power minus 6, which is equal to N into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So the number of electrons here, as the glass rod got positive charge, that means electrons were removed here. So the deficit has only for electrons but not protons. So either this or this or this. So N is equal to 10 power minus 6 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. N is equal, this will become 10 power plus 19 minus 6 by 1.6. 1 by 1.6 is 0.625. So this is 0.625 into 10 power 13. The number of electrons removed here is 6.25 into 10 power 12. So option 3 is correct. Second one, a problem on Coulomb's law. 2 point charges 2 and minus 6 attract with each other from, because one is positive, one is negative, so attractive force. If negative charge of 2 coulombs is added to each, then what is the new force? We know that here distance is not mentioned, force directly proportional to Q1 into Q2. So F1 by F2 can be written as Q1 into Q2 by Q1 dash into Q2 dash. The old force was 12, the new force is 2. This charge is 2 into 6 because we need only the magnitude but not the signs. And minus 2 is added, so this will become 0 because 2 coulomb charge minus 2 coulomb charge is added, this will become 0. So the new force will become 0. Option 1 is correct. Number 3, 2 point charges root 2 microcoulomb minus 25 microcoulomb are placed on x-axis at 1 and 3. So this is x-axis, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly here y-axis 1, 2, 3, 4. So the charges were placed at x is equal to 1, which is equal to root 10 here. And at x is equal to 4, this is minus 25. So 2 charges are placed here. Electric field at y is equal to 3. Here I need to find out electric field. To find out electric field, first join the point with this charge and join this one also with this one here like this. Remember, this is negative charge. So if you think that the positive charge is placed at point 3, this will be attracted with this one. So this is the direction of force and this is the direction of electric field E2 and this is the direction of electric field E1. As it is positive charge, this will be away from this one, this is E1. Now I need to find out the net electric field at point 3. So for this I need to resolve this into two components. So let me take this as theta 1 and this as theta 2. This is theta 2 and this component will be E2 cos theta 2 I cap, positive direction, and this will be E2 sin theta 2 minus j cap as it is downwards along negative x-axis. Similarly, this E1 can also be resolved into two components here. One is along this direction as it is theta, this will be theta 1. This is E1 cos theta minus I cap, negative x-axis. This is E1 sin theta 1 positive, that is plus j cap. So now I need to add all these four vectors. So let me find out the magnitude of E1 and E2 first. So E1 is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is 9 into 10 power 9 Q1 by R square. So let me find this one, 9 into 10 power 9. What is Q here? Root 10 microcoulombs by, and what is the distance of this charge from this point? As it is 3 and 1, this is root over 3 square plus 1 root 10. So this is root 10 whole square. Now E1 can be written as 9 root 10 into 10 power 3 by 10 or 10 power 2. So answer for this part is 900 root 10. This is E1. Similarly, what is E2? So E2 value is given by 9 into 10 power 9. This charge is 25 microcoulombs by and this distance, this is 4, this is 3, so root over 3 square plus 4 square will be 5, so this is 5 whole square. So this is 9 into 25 into 10 power 3 by, this is also 25, this cancelled. So this is a 9000 Newton per Coulomb, this is E2. So I got E1 900 root 10, E2 9000. Now I need to find these vectors. So along x-axis, this minus this, that is Ex is given by E2 cos theta 2 I cap minus E1 cos theta 2 I cap. What is E2 value? 9000. So this is 9000 into theta 2 and theta 1, because I need to find out sin theta as well as cos theta. Now this is theta 1. So cos theta 1 is adjacent side, 1 by hypotenuse root 10. So this is root 10. This is 1 by root 10. Sin theta 1, opposite side by this one, this is 3 by root 10. Similarly, for second charge, cos theta 1 is equal to 4 by 5 and sin theta 2 is equal to opposite side 3 by 5. So these are the values. Now in cos theta 2 I have 4 by 5. So this is 4 by 5 I cap minus, what is E1? E1 is 900 root 10. This is cos theta 1, which is given by 1 by root 10 into 1 by root 10 I cap. Root 10 get cancelled. This is 5 ones, 5 18s. This is 7200 I cap minus 900 I cap, which is equal to 6300 I cap. This is electric field along x-axis. Similarly, what is electric field along y-axis? So to find out along y-axis, so what are the components? The positive value E1 sin theta 1 plus minus E2 sin theta 2j. So this is Ey is equal E1 sin theta 1 j cap minus E2 sin theta 2 j cap. So Ey is given by, what is E1 and E2? We know this value. E1 is 900 root 10. This is 900 root 10 and sin theta 1 is 3 by root 10. This is 3 by root 10 minus E2 is E2 value 9000. So this is 9000 into sin theta 2 is 3 by 5 whole j cap. Now you can cancel this root 10 and root 10. 5 ones, 5 18s, this is 1500. This is Ey is equal 9 3s are 2700 minus, this is 5400 j cap. You can see this Ey is equal to minus 2700 j cap is Ey value. Now the net value is, the net electric field at point, this point P is given by Ex plus Ey, that is Ex I cap, Ey j cap. What is Ex value? Here I got it. 6300 I cap minus 2700 j cap, which can also be written as 63 I cap minus 27 j cap into 10 square. So this option is in option 3. 63 I cap minus 27 j cap. Option 3 is correct. 4. Two equal negative charges minus q which are fixed at points 0a, 0, minus a. Third, a positive charge q is released from rest from a point 2a, 0. The charge will q. So this is y-axis and this is x-axis. This is the origin. And the first point is 0, a. So this is 0, a. Second point is 0, minus a. And two charges minus q each are placed here. So this is a minus q, this is also minus q. Now from 2a, 0, this is a, 0, this is 2a, 0, a big charge q is released. As both are negative, this will be attracted by this one and this will also attract by this one. So the direction of the forces in this problem is given by this. This is F, this is also F. This is a, this is 2a, this distance will be root 5a. So what is the force in this direction? Let me take this as F and this will also F because the similar charges and same distance. So F mod of F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q small q by distance square, that is 5a square. But let us say this is theta. What is the net force here? F cos theta, F sin theta, and for this also F cos theta, F sin theta. These two and equal and opposite cancel with each other. The net force experienced by this charge is given by 2F cos theta, 2 into, let me take this as a 9 and 10 power 9, simply K, Q by 5a square into, what is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is 2a by root 5a. Here a and a cancel. So F is equal to 2k capital Q small q into 2. So you can take it as 4 by 5a square, 5 root 5a square. 5 root 5a square. You can see the force is not directly proportional to displacement. If F directly proportional to displacement opposite to this one, then it will execute a simple harmonic motion. Here F directly proportional to charges only, but inversely proportional to square of the amplitude. So this is not a simple harmonic motion, it is just only oscillatory but not SHM. Fifth one, proton alpha placed in uniform electric field, ratio of acceleration. Acceleration, we know that F is equal to ma, force F is equal to ma, that is also equal to eq. The acceleration is given by uq by m. Ratio of acceleration of proton by alpha particle is given by eq proton by mass of proton, mass alpha by eq alpha. As these are placed in same electric field, this can be written as charge of proton q, mass of proton m. For alpha, the mass is 4m, as it has 2 protons and 2 neutrons, and the charge is 2q. So q, this is 2:1. So option 4 is correct. Number 6. Two identical charged spheres suspended by 2 strings here of equal length. As they are identical, they will move away from each other due to repulsion. The strings make an angle 30 with each other. So this angle is 30 with each other. When they are suspended in a liquid of density 0.8 grams, the angle remains same. Now, let us say this angle is alpha, and the forces acting when they are suspended in air are, this is the repulsive force, this is the weight, and this is the tension. So relation between these three, F is equal to mg tan alpha, that is downward force, horizontal force, and angle. This is equation 1. But when suspended in a liquid, this force is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. But when suspended in a liquid, this force decreased by k times. So in a liquid, this will become F dash is equal to mg. When they are suspended in liquid, this also, the apparent weight will change as 1 minus sigma by rho. This is the apparent weight into tan alpha, equation 2. Now, as the angle is same, this and this same, F by mg is equal F dash by mg into 1 minus sigma by rho. So what is F? K q square by, let us the distance is r square by mg is equal, this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, this is, let me take 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by r square by mg is equal to, F dash is equal to, this is q square by 4 pi epsilon naught k r square, where k is a dielectric constant, and this will be 1 by mg into rho minus sigma by rho. Now you can cancel q square and q square, 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi epsilon naught, mg and mg here. So the what are the r square and r square also get cancels. So left side we have left with 1, right side we have rho by k into rho minus sigma. So what is k? K is equal to rho by rho minus sigma. This is the density of a sphere, which is given by 1.6 by, this is 1.6 minus liquid density 0.8, 1.6 to 0.8, this is 2, option 3 is correct. Seventh one, two charges 10 and plus 90 units are 5 apart. Nodal point is at distance of. So first charge is 10, the second charge is 90 units. Separation between these two is 5 centimeters. And what is the neutral point? Neutral point will be formed always nearer to the smaller charge. So this is the neutral point. Let the distance between these two is x. Then at this point, neutral point, net force or net electric field must be equal to 0. So now if you take this one, let us say the electric fields here due to this one is E1. This is equal and opposite to E2. If you take only magnitudes, E1 is equal to E2. So that is KQ by R square is equal to K into 90 by this distance is 5 minus x whole square. This K and K, that is 1 by 4 cancel. This cancel. So this will be 1 by x whole square is equal 3 by 5 minus x whole square. Square rooting 1 by x is equal to 3 by 5 minus x. 5 minus x is equal to 3x. 5 is equal to 4x. X is equal to 5 by 4 centimeter from the smaller charge. So option is this one. And here this problem can be solved directly by using this expression. The distance of the neutral point from the smaller charge is distance between these two charges by bigger charge by smaller charge plus 1. If both are positive or both are negative, you can keep plus 1 here. If both are opposite, you have to keep minus 1 here. But here as both are positive, I am taking plus 1 here. This is 5 by root 90 by 10 plus 1. This is 5 by 3 plus 1, 4. So then also option 1 is correct. Two charges plus q, each a distance of r. This is q, this is q, distance between these two is r. A third charge q is placed on the line joining the two charges such that the three charges are in equilibrium. So one more charge is placed here such that all the three are in equilibrium. When three charges or any number of charges are equilibrium, net force acting on any charge must be equal to 0. So let me take this charge. What is the force between these two? Capital Q, small q by, let us say this distance is a half of it. So r by 2 whole square. Between these two, q square by r square, this is the net force 0. So you can write this as q by r square by 4. Q square by r square is equal to 0. 4 capital Q small q by r square is equal minus q square by r square. Q get cancelled. Small q is equal to capital Q by 4. Option 2 is correct. The magnitude and direction of an electric field that will balance the alpha particle. Whenever a particle is in balance, the net force expressed this particle must be 0. We know that for any particle, weight acts downwards, and as it is in electric field, the electric force must act upwards, which is given by EQ. They are asking the find and magnitude and direction. So EQ must be equal to mg. E is equal to mg by q. What is the mass of alpha particle? Alpha has 2 protons and 2 neutrons. This will be 4 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 27. G, let me take it as 10, and Q 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So here this is charge is 2 into 1.6. Why? Because it has 2 protons. Now you can cancel 2, 2. So 2 into 1.6 by 1.67 by this. This will be 19 minus means minus 8 into 1 is 10 power minus 7. This is slightly more than 1. So 2 into something is nearly, you can see the options. This is 2, this is 2, this is slightly more than 2. So 2.04 into 10 power minus 7 Newton per Coulomb. How it is acting? It is working vertically upwards. Option 2 is correct. Two particles mass m2m with charges 2q placed in uniform electric field allowed for same time both are starting from rest. What is the gain in kinetic energy in these two cases? Ke1 kinetic energy of the first particle by kinetic energy of the second particle. The kinetic energy is nothing but work done. Work done is going by force into displacement. F1 S1 by F2 S2. But how much force will express this one? F is equal to EQ into E1 Q1 by E2 Q2. What is the displacement? As they are starting from rest, we can use that for displacement is equal to ut plus half L square U0. So this will be half A1 T1 square by half A2 T2 square. And they travel for same time. You can cancel T1 and T2, half and half, and they are in same field, this one. So K1 by K2 is equal Q1 by Q2 by into A1 by A2. We know that the acceleration electric field is EQ by M. So you can write this as Q1 by Q2 into E1 Q1 by M1 into M2 by E2 Q2. Once again these two cancels. This is Q1 Q1 by Q2 whole square into M2 by M1. So what are the charges here? First charge is 2Q and Q. So let me substitute here 2Q by Q whole square. Masses are M1 to M, but I need M2 by M1. This is 2M by M. MM cancel, this cancel. 2 square 4, 8. So answer is 8:1. Option 2 is correct. 11th one, a hollow sphere of radius 0.1 meter. So this is a sphere. Radius, this is 0.1 meter. Has a charge of Q 2 into 10 power minus 9 coulombs. Electric field distance 0.9 meter from the surface of sphere. From the surface at 0.9 meters, what is electric field? Electric field is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. This is 9 into 10 power 9. Charge on this one 2 into 10 power minus 9. R is the distance of the charge from the center of the sphere to that given point. Even though charge is spread here, according to Shell theorem, when we are finding electric field outside a sphere, we have to assume that the total charge is concentrated at the center of the sphere. So we have to take center to this point distance, which is equal to 0.1 plus 9, 0.1 plus 9 meter whole square, which is nothing but 1 square. So 9 2s are 18. This and this get cancelled. So option 1 is correct. Two charges capital Q each are placed at corners of an equal triangle of side x. So this is an equal triangle of side x, and the charges Q, Q, Q are placed at 3 corners. Actually 2 charges are placed. Now the electric field strength at the third corner here. So to find out the electric field here, we know this is x, this will be x, and this is 16. Electric field here is due to this charge will be this in direction E1. Due to this will be E2. E1 is equal to E2. Why? Because similar charges and similar distances, the net field will be in this direction, and angle between these two is also 60. So the net electric field which is acting upwards is going by root over E1 square plus E2 square plus 2 E1 E2 cos 60, which is given by E square plus 2 to E into, that means you can write this as E square plus 2 E square into 1 by 2. So this is a root 3 E square, which you can write root 3 into E. So root 3. What is electric field due to any one of the charge? Because E1 is equal to E, E2 is equal to E. E can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge Q by square of the distance. So option 2 is correct. Here two charges Q each are placed at the corners of equal triangle of side x. Electric potential is the third corner here. Electric potential is a scalar, so directly potential here is due to this charge. Let me take this as 0.1, 0.2, V1 plus V2. So the total potential is sum of the potential due to the two charges, which is going to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge Q by x plus charge Q by x, which is going to be 2Q by 4 pi epsilon net x. So option 3 is correct. The potential on the surface of a conducting sphere of radius 10 cm is 20. So this is a conducting sphere. Potential on the surface is 20. The potential at a point from the center. The radius of this one is 10 centimeter. So if you take a point here, which is at 5 centimeter, what is the potential? Potential within the sphere is equal to, that is inside the sphere is equal to the potential on the surface of the sphere. As electric field inside this one is 0, we know that E is equal to minus dV by dx. When E is equal to 0, dV by dx is 0, or V must be constant, and which is equal to the potential on the surface. So the answer for this one is 20 volts only. 15. In the figure shown, which represents electric lines of force, the potential is maximum. when the potential is maximum, we know that the potential is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. So this is the field produced due to a source charge, let's say q, which is present somewhere here. Now, if the distance, potential inversely proportional to distance, as distance is less, potential will be more. So for this charge, point B is a nearer when compared to the other points. So potential will be maximum at point B. So option 2 is correct. Similarly, if you take the next problem, in this problem, a hollow sphere of copper is having uniform charge density 0.5 microcoulomb per meter square. Radius 0.1, potential at the center of the sphere. So potential at the center of the sphere is equal to potential on the surface. So if you find the potential on the surface, that will be the potential at the center of the sphere, which is given by V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. But here the surface charge density sigma is given. This is sigma. So we know that q is equal to sigma into a. So in place of q, I am going to write this. I will write 9 into 10 power 9. Q is equal to sigma a by r, which is equal to this into surface charge density half micro. This is 0.5 is half micro. Area of this sphere 4 pi r square, that is 4 pi into radius. So this sphere is 0.1, that is 10 power minus 1 whole square, which is equal to 10 power minus 2 by r value 10 power minus 1. Now you can cancel this 2 ones, 2 2s, 2 9s are 18 pi into all others are 10 powers only. 9 minus 6 minus 2 plus 1. 9 minus 6 3, 3 minus 2 1, 1 plus 1 2. So this is 1800 pi. Option 3 is correct in this problem. Now in the next problem, infinite number of charges are each q are placed at x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 8 and so on. Electric potential at the center due to this set of charges. So here some charges are given like this. Here this is first charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. This is x-axis. Now on this where the charges are placed, charge q is placed at 1, charge q is placed at 2, charge q is placed at 4, charge q is placed at let us say this is 7, 8 and like this. That means charges are placed at 1, 2, 4, 8 and so 16 and like that. So what is the potential at the center or origin, which is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by 1 next charge, q by 2 next charge, q by 4 next charge, q by 8 and so on. You can take q common, q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 plus half plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 up to 1 by infinity. So this is a S infinity. Sum of the infinite series is given by a by 1 minus r, where a is the first term, 1 minus the common ratio is 1 by 2. Clearly this by this is 1 by 2, this by this is 1 by 2, this by this 1 by 2. So this is half. So the sum of all these terms will become 2. So this will be q by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2. So you can write this cancels. This will become q by 2 pi epsilon naught. So in this problem, option 3 is correct. Now if you see the next problem, in bringing electron towards another electron, the electrostatic potential energy of the system increases or decreases, remains same or 0. We know that the electrostatic potential due to two point charges is given by u is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r. So that is product of the two charges by distance between the two charges. Here in bringing electron towards another electron, so this is equal to charge of electron is minus c, charge of electron is minus c and into r by r. The electrostatic potential energy. Here the sum of the two negative charges is always positive, and when distance between these two is decreasing, the potential energy must increase. So in this case option 1 is correct. If one of the charge is proton, then when bringing the another electron, then potential energy will decrease as potential energy will become negative there. So next problem, 3 charges each of 10 microcoulomb are placed at 3 corners of equal triangle upside potential energy of the system. Here they have given one equilateral triangle here, this is equilateral triangle, and the charges are, this is 10 microcoulomb, this is another 10 microcoulomb, this is another 10 microcoulomb, side of this one is 1 centimeter. What is the potential energy? We know that while calculating the potential energy, we have to consider each and every pair. So this is first pair, second pair, third pair. So the potential energy is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, product of the two charges by distance between two charges. This is Q2 Q3 by R2, Q3 Q1 by R3. So this will become 9 into 10 power 9. So what are the charges here? 10 microcoulomb. So this is 10 into 10, 100 micro into micro 10 power minus 12 by distance is 10 power minus 2 into 3, because all these pairs are having similar charges and a similar distance. So you can see 9 3s are 27 into 10 power 9 into 10 power minus 10 plus 2. So this will become 27 into 9 11. So 10, this will be 270 joules. So option 2 is correct. Be careful while converting this centimeter. We have to convert this centimeter into meter, then only we can solve this problem. Now the next problem is consider an electric field E is equal to E naught x cap, where E naught is a constant, the flux through the shaded area as shown in the figure due to this field. Here the flux is given by the product of electric field and area vector. So now I am going to find out the flux here. Flux is equal to E bar dot dA bar for small flux. For total flux you have to integrate this one. Here they are asking the total flux. So E bar into A bar. What is E bar? This was given, E is equal to E naught x cap. X cap is unit vector in the direction of x. So let me take only the magnitude here. Magnitude is E naught. So what is the area of this one? You see the field is along x axis. So this is x axis. So field is acting like this. Field is acting like this in this direction. So what is the area of this one? Here if you want to find out area, see this one. This is A, because this is A 0 A means the difference between these two will be A along y axis, that is z component minus z component 0, x component minus x component 0, y component minus 0 will be A. So this is A. And what about this one? If you see this one, this is also A, this is also A, this is A. So this will become root 2A. This length is root 2A and this is A. So what is the area of this one? Area is equal to root 2A into A, that is the area through which this flux is passing, into the angle between field and the area vector. If you draw the area vector for this, as it is inclined here, as it is not like this, it is inclined here, as it is inclined in this direction. So we can say as it is inclined, the area vector will be in this direction, which is perpendicular. We need to take this angle, and this angle we can find this as, here this is cos theta. Here cos theta is the angle here, this one, this is also theta, and this theta is, we know this is opposite side is A, adjacent side is A, and the hypotenuse is root 2A. So cos theta is equal to A by root 2A, A cancel, so 1 by root 2. So this is E naught root 2A square into 1 by root 2, this cancel. So the flux through this area is gone by E naught square A square. 21st, a charged particle of radius 5.7 meters. So this is a charged particle whose radius is 5 into 10 power minus 1 meter, is located in a horizontal electric field of intensity 6.2 10 power 5. The surrounding medium is air with the coefficient of viscosity this much. Particle moves with constant velocity. So it is moving in a horizontal electric field whose strength is 6.28 into 10 power 5. And the surrounding medium is air with the coefficient of viscosity this much. Now, if the particle is moving towards right in this diagram, let us say it is moving towards right with some velocity. So the viscous force will act in this direction, which is given by 6 pi neta Rv from Stokes law. Now, as it is having constant speed, that means net force will be 0. So, force due to electric field and force due to viscosity must be equal and opposite. Then the number of electrons in it is neglect gravitational force. Actually, ground force is acting in this direction, which is negligible when compared to the other two forces. So, here electric force is equal to viscous force. So, what is the electric force here? 6 F is equal to EQ, which is equal to 6 pi neta RV. So, E into, we know that from quantization of charges, Q is equal to NE, which is given by 6 pi neta RV. They are asking us to find out the number of electrons in this one. That means I need to find out this N value. So, N is equal to 6 pi neta RV by capital E small g. So, now let me substitute the values. 6 pi neta is given as 1.6 into 10 power minus 5, radius 5 into 10 power minus 7, and the velocity of this one, here it is given as constant speed 0.02 by electric field strength 6.28 into 10 power 5 and electric charge 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Here you can see 1.6 get cancels each other. Pi value 3.14. So 3.14 into 2 is 6.28. You can cancel this one. 2 1s, 2 3s, you can cancel here. So the remaining terms are here 3, here 5. So this is 15 into other 10 powers. This is 10 power minus 5 minus 12. 10 power minus 12. This is 2 into 10 power minus 2 by, and in denominator minus 19 plus 5 minus 14. You can see this one, this and this can cancels. 15 2s are 30. So the number of electrons in this charged particle are 30. Option 3 is correct. Two concentric spheres of radii Kepler and smaller. So this is the first sphere, radius let me take Kepler, and another sphere whose radius is smaller, have similar charge densities sigma each, sigma and sigma. The electric potential at the common center. Here I need to find out the potential at the center. So let me take this sphere as 1, this sphere as 2. The potential at the center is given by potential on the first surface plus potential on the second surface. So V at the center is given by, what is the potential formula? K Q1 by Kepler, where let us say the charge on this one is Q1, charge on this one is Q2, plus K Q2 by smaller. But as they have similar surface charge densities, sigma can be written as charge by area, that is first charge Q1 by first surface area 4 pi r square, which can also be as Q2 by 4 pi small r square. So in place of Q1 you can write here K by R, Q1 is equal to sigma 4 pi r square plus K by small r, Q2 is equal to sigma 4 pi small r square. Here 1 r, this Kepler get cancelled. This will be K sigma 4 pi Kepler plus small r. But what is K value? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this is sigma 4 pi by 4 pi epsilon naught Kepler plus small r. You can cancel 4 pi and 4 pi. This will be sigma by epsilon naught Kepler plus small r. So the answer is sigma epsilon Kepler plus small r. Third option is correct. Two metal spheres have surface charge areas in the ratio of 9:4. So surface area of first sphere 4 pi r1 square by 4 pi r2 square is equal to 9:16. If you cancel this, r1 by r2 whole square is equal to 9 by 16. r1 by r2 is equal to 3 by 4. This is option, this equation 1. Now, a charge of 7, they are put in contact with each other. Charge of this which is given to the system. Now they are separated by so that each exert no influence on each other. The potential of a smaller sphere distance 50 from it. Now here, let me take these two spheres which are in contact with each other. So the first one is 3r, the second one is 4r. Because ratio I am taking 3:4 means let us say this is 3x or 4x or 3r or 4r. Total charge of 7 into 10 power minus 6 coulombs charge is given to this one. We know that the charge will spread such that both spheres will have equal potential. So as due to this, V1 should be equal to V2, that is K Q1 by R1 is equal K Q2 by R2, K cancel. What is Q1 by Q2? This must be equal to R1 by R2. So this is 3R by 4, directly we connect 3 by 4. So the total charge on this one is Q1, this charge is Q2, sum of these two must be equal to this, that is capital Q. Now let me substitute. Q1 plus Q2 is equal 7 into 10 power minus 6. This is in the ratio of 3:4. Let me take this as 3Q. This must be equal to 4Q. This is 7 into 10 power minus 6. 7Q is equal to 7 into 10 power minus 6, and the charge Q is equal to 10 power minus 6 coulombs. This is Q. So what is the charge on smaller sphere? Because we need to find out potential due to the smaller sphere. So charge on smaller sphere must be equal to 3Q. So 3Q is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 6. Potential due to smaller sphere. Now they are separated so that there is no influence due to each other. That means this sphere is taken to infinite distance. Now what is the potential due to this sphere at 50 meters distance? So this will be 9 into 10 power 9 Q 3 into 10 power minus 6 by 50. 9 3 so 27 by 50 into 10 power 3. So this is 27 into 1000 by 50. Cancel 5 20s. So this is 540 volts. Option 4 is correct. 24. Uniform electric field E is given as 10 power 4 exists in a region of space along x-axis. There are points A, B, C situated at 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0 and 3 minus 0 respectively. Work done taking the charge from A to B through the path A, C, B. So now let me draw the diagram here. This is x-axis, this is y-axis and this is z-axis. Now electric field exists along x-axis. So field is along x-axis like this. This is the electric field E, which is given as a 10 power 4 volt per meter. Now there are 3 points A, B, C. So what are those points? The first point itself is origin. So this is 0, 0, 0. So this is taken as A here. The second point 2, 0, 0. So this is 2, 0, 0. So this is B. And the third point is 3, minus 8, 3. So X is 3, Y is minus 8 and Z is also somewhere here, point C in the space. Now what is the work done in taking a charge from A to B via ACB? So from A to B via ACB. So first it was taken here and then it was brought to this point. So the work done is given by the final potential minus initial potential into the charge that is moving. That means whether it is through ACB or directly from AB, work done will be same as the electric field is conservative force. So what is the potential difference between these two? We know this formula E is equal to minus dV by dr. dV is equal to minus E dr. So this change in potential is equal to E into dr. So this is E into the distance between these two charges into Q. So what is electric field? 10 power 4. What is the distance between the 2 points B and A? So this is clearly 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0. So the distance between these two is 2 and the charge that is moving here is 2 10 power minus 6. So this will be 4 into 10 power minus 2. So option 1 is correct. 25. ABC is a right angle triangle with this is ABC is a right angle triangle with AB as 3 centimeter, BC as 4 centimeter and this is 5 centimeters. Now the charges which are placed at these points, at A we have 9 microcoulombs, this is 9, and at B this is 12, this is minus 16. Now the net force experienced the charge at B is, so I want to find out the force experienced by this charge, 12 microcoulombs due to the other charges. We know that this is positive, positive, these two repulse with each other. This is FBA, force experienced by B due to A, and this is FBC, force experienced by B due to the charge C. Now these two are perpendicular, so this is 19. So the net force is given by root over FBA square FBC square plus 2 FBC cos 90. We know that cos 90 is 0. So this will become root over FBA square plus FBC square. So what is FBA, FBC? Let me find out. FBA is given by 9 into 10 power 9 and the charges here is 12 and 9. So 12 microcoulomb, 9 microcoulomb by, the distance is 3 centimeters. So this is 3 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. So now 9 into 12 into 9 into, this is 10 power minus 3. This is 9 into 10 power minus 4, 9 and get cancelled, 12 9s are 108. 108 into 10 power, when it goes up plus 3, so this will become 10 power 1. So this is 1080. So this is a FBA. So what is FBC here? So to find out FBC is equal to 9 into 10 power 9. The charges are 12 and 16. So 12 into 16 into 10 power minus 12 by, the distance is 4 centimeters whole square. 16 into 10 power minus 4, the 16 cancel. Once again this is 108 and the powers are 9 plus 4, 13, 10 means this is also 1080, this is also 1080. So both are equal. So we can write 1080 whole square plus 1080 whole square under root. So this is 2 into, this is root 2 into 1018. So option 2 is correct. Number 6. 4 equal charges Q placed at 4 corners of square of A each. Work done in moving a charge Q from center to infinity. So we have 4 charges at 4 corners of a square of side A each. So the charges are Q, 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 Q and side is A. Work done in moving a charge capital Q from the center to infinity, from center to infinite distance. So work done is given by potential difference between these two points into the charge that is moving. What is the potential at infinity? We have to take this as 0 and potential at the center is given by, as it is A, this will become A by 2, A by 2. This is A by root 2. So we can write this as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Potential due to discharge is Q by A by root 2, Q by A by root 2, Q by A by root 2, Q by A by root 2. That is 4Q by A by root 2 into the charge Q. Here 4 get cancels. Q into Q, that is root 2 Q square by pi epsilon naught A. So the root 2 Q naught square by pi epsilon naught A is the work done. So option 3 is correct. 27. Charge is distributed within a sphere of radius r with the charge density is rho r is equal to A by r square e power minus 2r by A. So what is the surface charge density here? In this problem, rho r is given by A by small r square e power minus 2r by A. Here surface charge density is not constant, it is also varying with the distance r. Now where A and small a are constant, Q is the total charge on this charge distribution. What is the radius in terms of the other parameters? So let me take one sphere here. This is a sphere of radius capital R. Charge is distributed throughout its volume because volume charge density is given. So this charge volume charge density is generally uniform, but this is a problem which is where the charge density is not uniform. So here it depends upon distance r. So let me take one point at a distance r from the center. So let me take one sphere here where the thickness of this spherical shell is dr and radius r. So what is the charge within this? So we can write, we know that charge Q is equal rho into dV. This is dq, small charge. Now by integrating this one, you will get Q is equal integral rho dV. Here rho is not uniform. If it is uniform or constant, you can bring it outside. But rho also depends on this R here. So let me write this as the total charge Q is given by integral of rho is equal to A by R square e power minus 2R by A into dV. So what is the volume of this spherical shell? Surface area 4 pi r square, thickness dr. So this is integral a by r square e power minus 2r by a, and the volume of this one will be 4 pi r square into dr. This r square and r square get cancelled, and bring the constant outside before integrating this one. So which is going to be 4 pi capital A integral e power minus 2r by a dr with limits 0 to capital R, because lower limit is 0, maximum limit is this. So this will be 4 pi capital A e power minus x is equal to e power minus x only by minus 2 by a, same, with the limits 0 to R. So now you can cancel this 2 under this 2, 4, this will become 2 pi a e power minus 2r by a, this is 1 by a will become a with the limits 0 to r. Where a is also a constant, bring it outside, 2 pi capital A small a e power, apply the limits, minus 2r by a minus e power minus 0, which is equal to 1. So here I can write this as 2 pi a capital A into e power minus 2r by a minus 1. But here one minus is there, that minus I have to write here, so this will become minus. So this is minus 2 pi capital A small a e power minus 2r by a minus 1. So this is equal to q, but I need to find out this r value. But here I have one minus, here I have one minus. If you write this one, minus 1 e power minus 2r a, minus of minus will become plus. So q is equal to 2 pi capital A small a, you can interchange this one as minus 2r by a. Now you bring this one this side, this will become q by 2 pi capital A small a is equal 1 minus e power minus 2r by a. Now you bring this one this side and bring this one this side, rearrange this one, you can write this as here 1 minus q by 2 pi a capital A is equal e power minus 2 by a. So this can also be 1 by e power minus 2r by a, this minus will become plus. Now I want this, you bring this one this side, you can write this as e power 2r by a is equal 1 by this 1, this will come down 1 minus q by 2 pi capital A small a. As we want r, applying log on both sides, you will get 2r by a is equal to log of 1 by 1 minus q by 2 pi capital A small a. I want r. So this 2 by a will come here, a by 2. So the final answer is q is equal a by 2 log 1 by 1 minus q by 2 pi capital A small a. So this is the charge distribution in this sphere, and the correct option is a by 2. Here we have a by 2 log 1 by this. So option 4 is correct.